Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. In 2022, when William Ruto was campaigning together with the Kenya Kwanza Brigade, William Ruto promised that he had a plan to cast Raila Amolo Odinga, the ODM party leader, in a wheelbarrow and send him to Bondo. Many of us were asking, Raila is not a man you can easily force to retire from politics. And I remember Rigathi Gachagua was saying that the only conversation that they should have with Raila Amolo Odinga is how to retire from politics and exit from the political space and go back to Bondo. What William Ruto did not tell us is how he wanted to take Raila to Bondo. After William Ruto tried it the controversial way, antagonizing Raila Amolo Odinga, taking some of his members of parliament, engaging Raila Amolo Odinga in running battles on the streets with the police, he realized that when you antagonize Raila Amolo Odinga, that is like taking a fish into a pool of water. Raila will swim. And so he changed tact and he welcomed Raila Amolo Odinga into the government, pushed Rigathi Gachagua to the periphery to create space for Raila Amolo Odinga. And that was the surest way of escorting Raila Amolo Odinga to Bondo. Because I know that the discussion that William Ruto is now having with Raila is, in 2027, give me someone as a running mate, then you retire. And William Ruto shall have fulfilled his promise. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been trying to catch up with the events that happened today. And what happened in Kisii Stadium today is a sure indication that Raila Amolo Odinga will surely go to Bondo. When Nyachae was still alive, the sons and daughters of Omogusi regarded him very highly. He was their de facto leader, and they never supported Raila Amolo Odinga. But after the demise of Simeon Nyachae, the sons and daughters of Omogusi have always supported Raila Amolo Odinga. You cannot argue with that fact. I remember sometimes back when Raila took people to the streets and they were protesting against the high cost of living, against electoral justice, and they wanted Sava to be opened. At some point, Kisii and Nyamira became it is like they were given number one. They came out in their large numbers, they demonstrated, they even attacked some police stations. And I'm not saying that that is good, but I'm telling you that these have been very staunch and loyal followers of Raila Amolo Odinga. Despite the fact that there are people, Kisii, who have been there, but they decided to rally behind Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila is surely losing that support base, not only in Kisii, but in all some of the regions that have supported Raila Amolo Odinga. The shocking scenes that happened in Kisii Stadium today is a wake-up call to Raila Amolo Odinga. And I want us to watch that, because when Raila got into that stadium, people heckled. And if you listened carefully, there were three types of heckling. Number one was, Ruto must go. Ruto was not there. But when they saw Raila's entourage, they started, Ruto must go. And you know why? Then there was another group that was saying, Raila must go. A direct message to Raila Amolo Odinga. Then the third one, Matiani, Matiani, Matiani. Ladies and gentlemen, I really want us to look at this very deeply. Before that, allow me to bring you up to speed with the progress of the 50 bob challenge that we were doing for our young sister, Hope, ambaye amekuwa pale Thika Medical College. She had requested us to help her. We are her last hope.
Hello. My name is Raila Profekamia, a student at KMTC Thika campus, in my second year taking a diploma in nursing. I'm here to ask for your help to help me raise my fee for this semester. Wazazi wangu hawajaweza kupata pesa ya kulipa fee kwa sababu walipoteza kazi. Nilijoin nursing, nilijoin KMTC 2023 September. na hiyo semester ya kwanza ilikuwa tu sawa kwa sababu wazazi walikuwa wanaweza kupata pesa ya kukidhi mahitaji yangu, kulipa fee, nini. Ingawa kulikuwa na mashida kiasi, lakini waliweza kunisaidia. Lakini nilipokuwa naingia semester ya pili, wazazi walipoteza kazi, na hapo ndio shida ya kulipa fee ikaanza. Na kwa tangu hiyo muda nimekuwa na shida ya kulipa fee, shida ya kupata pesa ya kukidhi mahitaji yangu ya kila siku, chakula, shopping, na imekuwa shida kubwa sana kwa sababu wakati mwingine nilikuwa nalipa fee one day to exam kwa sababu kwa rules za shule wamesema huwezi ukafanya mtihani kama hujalipa school fees yako yote, na ni mtihani na pia assessment za rotation. Na wakati mwingine tunapelekwa rotation za nje ya Thika, na hiyo pia inahitaji expenses zingine kwa sababu unafaa kulipia nyumba, maji na stima na chakula huko nje. Na tumefungua tarehe 3 mwezi March, tarehe 3 March, na sijaweza kulipa fee, na kwa juu ya hiyo nimekosa hostel za shule. Kwa hivyo ilibidi nichukue nyumba nje na rafiki yangu ambaye tuna share cost kila kitu. Semester ni 6 months na tunalipa 4k each month for 6 months nyumba sasa. Na sina shopping, ningeomba pia mnisaidie pia niweze hata kupata hela za kufanya shopping na kufanya mahitaji yangu ya kila siku hapa na pale. Kwa sababu kwa sasa imekuwa ngumu kufanya hivyo kwa sababu wazazi wangu hawajapata pesa ya kukimu mahitaji yangu. Ningeomba mnisaidie kwa njia yote ile mnaweza, ile Mungu atawaguza. Vile jinsi ambavyo Mungu atawaguza, nitashukuru sana na nitapromise kuwork hard na kuwork smart, niwafanye wote mkuwe proud, sababu nataka kusoma ili hadi mimi baadaye nikuje nikasaidie watu wengine, niwasaidie watu wengine ambao labda wako kwa hali moja kama yangu, na niweze kuwa nurse ambaye atatibu watu na kusaidia watu hapo mbeleni. Asanteni sana na naomba usaidizi wenu kwa njia yote ile ambayo Mungu atawasaidia. Asante.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the progress so far. Just before that, we have said there are 2 ways you can pay: through Jiunge app. When you download that app and register, or rather log in your details, your email address plus the password of the email address, then you will get into the Thika Medical Training College. Then the app will prompt you to give her name. The name is Hope Rofeka, and the admission number is there. That goes directly to the bank, and Hope will automatically receive a message that you have paid. The second thing is that when you log in there, you will see the fee balance. She has not paid even a single shillings. Number 2, of course, is through my number there. That is the M-Pesa number, and Frederick Koko is my name. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the progress so far. We were looking at 3 categories of assistance. Number 1 was the school fees for the whole semester. A semester is 6 months. So the school fees was 39,000 Kenya shillings. And then we were looking at accommodation. We were looking at a house that cost between 4,000 to 5,000 for the 6 months. That will be, if we want to take it at 4,000, that will be 24,000 Kenya shillings for the 6 months. And of course, personal needs. Now, in the category of school fees, we have got 20,000 Kenya shillings. 20,000. I have not gotten any update. If there is anyone who has used the Jiunge app, have not gotten any update, because once you pay, I would really humbly request that you update me so that we reconcile the accounts. So 20,000 for the school fees. That means we have got a deficit of 19,000 Kenya shillings, and I hope God, by God's grace, we will be able to get this amount and bring hope to our young sister Hope. Let's put a smile on his face. Number 2, accommodation. A well-wisher called me and gave me 4,000 for this month, and I know some will still come up. So we got 4,000 out of the 24,000 that we need. I've got 4,000 that will cater. That was an instruction that, Frederick, I want to pay for that lady for the accommodation for this month. And of course, there are very many calls people have promised. As we speak, I didn't get any instruction on personal needs, the personal items. She was telling me things like toothpaste, sabuni, sanitary towel, hana kabisa. That is the situation. So far, ladies and gentlemen, in total, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me 24,150. That is 24,150. And I'm still pleading because we are her last hope, as I told you. In the category of school fees, we still need 19,000 Kenya shillings. Even if I can get one person who will log into Hope's Jiunge app, or you log in there and you check the balance and you clear it, she'll be very happy. For the accommodation, if you'll be able to just take 1 month, another person takes 1 month, because we want to take her for the period of 6 months. God willing, by the 3rd semester, she'll be home and dry. Her dad shall have gotten some money. But in the category of personal items, ladies and gentlemen, if you know you are within Nairobi, even if you have that shopping, you can get into one of the supermarkets, any duka hapo, just personal items. You can buy, link up with me, I will be there. I'll check the shopping na nitampelekea. Tafadhali. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very passionate when I hear that someone is about to drop from school. It happened to me. A few years ago, I enrolled at Kenya Institute of Mass Communication, Pali South B. I was taking a course called Broadcast Journalism. Na hata si ile ya kuboard, nilikuwa naenda jioni, ile masaa ya jioni. Part-time evening classes. And I dropped out. I remember that very day. Do I call it a fateful day? Nikitolewa kwa exam room, tulikuwa tunafanya exam. I had gone to the concerned master. Na nikamwambia, I'm expecting some money, please just spare me. Let me take my exams. I know I will send something. They could hear none of it. And I remember that day painfully. I was shedding tears. As I bid goodbye, I came back home. I tried to call everyone I could call. Nilijaribu kutafuta hata hii ni ya CDF, basari sikupata. And that is how I bid goodbye to my classes. It's a long story, but it pains me. And so whenever I hear someone who is about to drop out of school, I really get passionate about it. So kindly, guys, come up in a big way. Come out in a big way. Let us help our sister. For the personal need, kindly. Natafuta tu mtu ambaye atamnunulia vitu vichache tumpelekee, even as we strive to pay for the accommodation and to pay for the school fees. In total, if for the fee and accommodation, in total, we have 39,000 that we are looking at, the balance. For the personal items, any amount. Even if you can send it and tell me, Frederick and Apal, even if I can get someone who will call me na niambie, kimbia pale Naivas, buy, give me the tail number. I will do that kindly. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for those who have sacrificed their little coin to pay for the school fees or accommodation and any amount that you may God replenish your pockets and your accounts. Thank you, even as we purpose to give. Please let us not let her down. She's really counting on us. Once again, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how things went at Kisii Stadium.
Matiang'i!
As you have seen there, ladies and gentlemen, because these are, I know these are videos that you have seen, what can we make out of this? Number one, when Raila joined William Samoei Ruto, he told us he had gone round and he was asking people. But we have the clue that majority of his supporters told him, Ruto, taa away. That is it. People told him, apana. Kasongo ameua watu, ameabduct watu. The university funding model is not working. SHA is not working. I mean, with Kasongo, with the taxes and the civil servants, their pay slips are being cut to an extent that they don't have, whatever they remain with is very little. And people told him, don't join Kasongo, please. But he told us his supporters had given him the green light to join Kasongo. And now this is the result. I must repeat that the sons and daughters of Omogusi have always supported Raila Amolo Odinga. You cannot argue with that fact. That's why they were telling him Ruto must go. So people don't support this alliance between ODM and UDA. Remember, it had started when even Simba Arati was saying that even when you joined the government, walewe walipewa Oparanya, walipewa pale cooperative ministry. Joho from Mombasa was given the blue economy, and then John Mbadi and Opiyo and I were also given. They also got an attorney general, and the Kisii people were complaining. So this alliance has been rejected by Raila supporters, not only in Omogusi land. Number two, they were saying Matiang'i, Matiang'i, Matiang'i. Remember, Richard Onyonka had once told Raila that if you want to know our presidential candidate as the sons and daughters of Omogusi, it is Fred Okengo Matiang'i.
Wataniuliza niongee vile nimesema. Sisi kama jamii ya Omogusi tumeamua candidate yetu ya urais hapa nchini Kenya 2027 elections anaitwa Dr. Fred Matiang'i Okengo. Na tena hatusongi nyuma. We will continue. We have decided that.
But when Raila was asked what he thinks of Matiang'i, he downplayed him. He said he cannot rely on the votes from Nyamira, Kisii and Keroka alone.
In the meantime, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga downplayed former Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i's presidential bid, saying the former CS would have a mountain to climb.
Mr. Matiang'i has not, as things stand, come up to speak, to declare that he wants to run for the presidency. So I don't know where you're getting that information. Nothing like a community producing a candidate. Somebody who is running for the presidency, running for the presidency of Kenya. You see, you cannot be elected president of Kenya on the basis of the Kisii votes, or the Luo votes, or Luhya votes for that matter, or even the Mount Kenya votes. If you want to be elected, you'll be elected by Kenya general.
And that is why they made it very clear. It is Matiang'i whether you like it or not. They did find it palatable to try and downplay his ability to become the president of the country. They felt Raila was belittling their son. So that is also a feedback that in Kisii, they want their own. And they feel it is time for Raila to exit the stage and allow Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And Raila is losing that support base. Number three, Raila is getting this negative feedback. He's not only losing the youths who are killed by Kasongo, but also losing even the youthful MPs who supported him. People like Peter Salaisa have told him, apana, wewe ni conman, wewe hatukubaliani na siasa zako. And it also means that the country is tired of William Ruto, is tired of the usual political class, I call them the usual suspects, and the country is yearning and ready for change. A time will come when anyone who stands with William Ruto will be elected. You know, I don't remember the last time Raila was heckled anywhere. He has always, commanded respect. But now see what is happening to him. The country is ready for change, and if Raila is not careful, he will continue to be humiliated. The last one, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto hatched a plan to take Raila home, and he's executing those plans. Once Raila supported Kasongo during the Gen Z's protest. Gen Zs have red-marked Raila. Raila is a traitor. That's what they say. Wanasema unaungana na ule alitupiga. And now you can see the whole country rising up against Raila. Raila is not being rejected because he's bad. Raila is being rejected because he is with William Ruto. Many people feel that he played tumbocratic. Is that English? Tumbocratic politics. Ya kwamba he went there for his self-gain, for personal fortunes. Akishapatia watu wake pale, wakafukuza Gachagua. So people feel that yeye alipewa kakitu ndiye akajoin Kasongo. And with that, Kasongo is ready to take Raila home. When he said huyu jamaa ataenda home, Opoda Farm, he meant it. And this is how he's executing this plan, ladies and gentlemen. I hate seeing Raila being humiliated. But unajua respect is earned. For you to command respect, people have a reason why they respect you. This was a test, and it is a tip of an iceberg. Let Raila continue going round and round. It will not be very easy for him. And for Kasongo, he's very happy because he wants to drain Raila so much that even if Raila would want to support someone or to contest on his own, watu watamwambia hapana, wewe jamaa, wewe ni conman. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen?